If you've clicked here, there's a strong possibility that you are struggling with anxiety, or perhaps you have been for a while. My name is Laura Cox and I'm a hypnotherapist specialising in anxiety and workplace trauma. And before becoming a hypnotherapist, I was a classroom teacher for 20 years. And during that time, I suffered from long periods of stress and spent at least half of my working life suffering from insomnia. And the real reason for that is I hadn't really found a way to cope with my stress and manage my stress as well as everything on my to-do list. Sound familiar? And I believe one of the real common reasons why teachers in particular suffer with so much stress is there's just this tremendous guilt if you don't feel you're coping. Because rationally we feel like, well, the challenges we have in the classroom, they're not life-threatening, they're not catastrophic. So why then do we find ourselves presenting, these situations that present themselves as traumatic? And the simple reason for that is because when we are highly stressed and our body releases hormones that gets us ready to fight, flight and freeze, it's a survival mechanism that has served us well. It's served us since the beginning of time. But the thing is, whilst our amygdala, that part of the brain that's creating that fight, flight and freeze mechanism, hasn't changed since our evolution, our worlds have. Our unconscious mind can't really discern between the fear, and risk of failure in a classroom, or a siren announcing a war. And our body gets us ready for survival in just the same way. And in a classroom, you can't run. Well, not unless you want to lose your job. And you can't fight. Well, not unless you want to lose your job. And you can't really freeze. You got it. Not unless you want to lose your job. So what do we do? And in the end, we just have to succumb to extreme anxiety where we no longer feel in control. And suddenly, for what appears to be no reason, we experience all the symptoms of anxiety: a raised heartbeat, sweaty hands, trouble breathing, muddled thoughts, and panic. Anxiety is horrible. And some people experience it in the chest, some in the head. And for me, anxiety was always in the stomach. And when the anxiety is really bad, it feels like there's nothing you can do, particularly if it's been happening for a long time. But the good news is you can change this. You really, really can. There is a way for you to feel great again. And by using some very simple techniques, you can teach a child, you can create thought, you can create new thoughts, and you can literally rewire your brain with these new pathways so that you can experience a whole new perception. And if you would like to learn, either for yourself or to help others, some of these simple techniques which blend NLP with hypnosis have helped thousands of other people enjoy calmer, happier lives, then please get in touch by booking a free consultation and find out how you can join my next group Boot Anxiety workshop. See you then.